Imagine this. You're at your favorite coffee shop. You've just placed an order for a medium latte, but the barista hands you a small instead. What do? Most people might sigh, accept it, and move on. But what if I told you that in those few seconds you missed a perfect opportunity to sharpen your negotiation skills? These skills could help you get that larger latte, a better salary, or even land the perfect house. Today, I'm going to share with you the 7 secrets of the art of negotiation, a skill so powerful it can help you get everything you want while making the other side feel like they won too. And I'm sure no one has told you about these secrets. But fair warning, these aren't your typical be confident tips. These are strategies backed by psychology and proven in high-stakes situations, from boardrooms to hostage negotiations. So grab a coffee, hopefully the right size, and let's dive in. Negotiation is a skill that touches every aspect of our lives. Whether it's deciding on a vacation destination with your partner, handling a conflict at work, or convincing your kids to eat their vegetables, negotiation is everywhere. Yet, so many people dread it. Why? Because they think it's about conflict and confrontation. But the truth is, negotiation is an art, and it's one you can master with practice. Let's start by understanding one of the most important principles of negotiation before passing to the 7 secrets. Focus on interests, not positions. This simple mindset shift can transform the way you negotiate. To illustrate, let's revisit the story of the kids and the orange. If their parents had asked why each child wanted the orange, they'd have discovered that one wanted the peel for baking and the other wanted the fruit to eat. By addressing their interests rather than their positions, the parent could have satisfied both kids entirely. This principle applies to almost any negotiation. The more you understand the underlying interests of the other party, the more creative you can be in finding a solution that works for everyone. But how do you uncover those interests? The key is to ask open-ended questions. For instance, if you're negotiating a raise with your boss, instead of saying, "I want more money," you might ask, "What would it take for me to qualify for a higher salary?" This shifts the conversation from a demand to a collaboration, inviting your boss to share their perspective and priorities. And once you know their priorities, you can tailor your approach to align with them. Another crucial aspect of negotiation is building empathy. People are more likely to agree with you if they feel understood and valued. That's why one of the most powerful tools in your negotiation toolkit is the phrase, "It seems like." For example, if you're negotiating with a vendor who's reluctant to lower their price, you could say, "It seems like you're concerned about maintaining the quality of your product while offering a discount." This shows that you understand their concerns, which makes them more willing to listen to yours. Empathy isn't just about understanding the other person. It's about making them feel understood. And one of the best ways to do that is through active listening. This means not just hearing their words, but truly paying attention to their tone, body language, and emotions. When you respond, reflect back what you've heard to confirm your understanding. For example, it sounds like you're saying that flexibility in delivery times is more important to you than price. This not only clarifies the conversation, but also builds trust and rapport. I know it might seem difficult at first, but it was difficult for me too. In fact, I always wondered, but how can they say these things to people? I would never be able to. Spoiler, I never succeeded even though I knew what negotiation was, until I discovered the 7 main secrets of negotiation. And now to help you, I'm going to share with you the 7 rules of negotiation that will guide you through any situation. Each rule is backed by practical examples to bring the concepts to life. Rule 1, always prepare in advance. A successful negotiation starts long before you sit at the table. Research the other party, understand their needs, and identify your own goals. For example, if you're buying a car, look up the market value of the model you want and consider alternatives. The more information you have, the more confident and persuasive you'll be. Rule 2, anchor the conversation. Setting the first offer can have a powerful anchoring effect on the negotiation. For instance, if you're selling a product, start with a price slightly higher than what you're willing to accept. This frames the discussion around your terms and gives you room to maneuver. Rule 3, leverage the power of silence. Silence is a psychological tool that can make the other person feel compelled to fill the gap. After you make an offer, resist the urge to speak. Let's say you're asking for a discount on a piece of furniture. You say, "Can you do better on the price?" Then stay silent. The seller might lower the price simply to break the awkwardness. Rule 4. Use how questions. Open-ended questions like, "How can we make this work?" or "How am I supposed to do that?" Invite the other party to collaborate on a solution. For example, if a landlord wants to raise your rent, you could say, "How am I supposed to manage that increase with my current budget?" This shifts the focus to problem solving rather than confrontation. Rule 5. Build your BATNA. Your BATNA, best alternative to a negotiated agreement, is your safety net. Knowing your backup plan gives you confidence and leverage. For example, if you're negotiating a job offer, having another offer in hand allows you to say, "I appreciate this offer, but another company is offering X. Can you match or exceed that?" Rule 6. Address negative emotions. Negative emotions can derail negotiations. Acknowledge them up front to neutralize their impact. For instance, if you're late to a meeting, start by saying, "I understand this delay might have frustrated you, and I appreciate your patience." This diffuses tension and clears the way for productive discussion. Rule 7. Aim for "that's right." The phrase "that's right" signals that the other person feels fully understood. To get there, summarize their concerns and priorities accurately. For example, "It seems like you're worried about balancing cost with quality. Is that right?" Once you hear "that's right," you've built a foundation for agreement. And now let's explore more scenarios to see these rules in action. Imagine you're at a flea market, eyeing a vintage lamp priced at $50. Instead of haggling immediately, you ask, "How long have you had this lamp?" The seller replies, "A few months, and it hasn't sold." Now you know they're eager to move it. You say, "It seems like you're looking to clear out inventory. How about $30? By combining empathy, silence, and a well-timed question, you've significantly increased your chances of getting a better deal. Another example, you're negotiating with a contractor for home renovations. They quote $10,000. You counter with $8,000, but they push back. Instead of escalating, you say, "It seems like you're concerned about the scope of work fitting within that budget. How can we adjust the project to make it work for both of us?" This keeps the conversation collaborative and opens the door to creative compromises. But unfortunately, all good things have negative sides. Unfortunately, not everyone negotiates in good faith. If someone uses tactics like intimidation or deceit, stay calm and address them directly. For example, if a car dealer says, "This offer is only good for today," you might respond, "It seems like you're trying to create urgency. Is there a reason this price isn't available tomorrow?" By calling out the tactic, you regain control of the conversation. In conclusion, negotiation isn't a talent, it's a skill. And like any skill, it improves with practice. Start small. Negotiate for an upgrade at a hotel, a discount at a store, or even a better seat on your next flight. Each success will build your confidence. And now, let's see if I've been good at explaining these concepts to you. Here's my negotiation. I want you to hit the subscribe button on this channel. If I've done my job well, you'll do it right away, right? Let's make this deal happen. See you soon.